LGBT is not supported and it may be illegal in Malaysia. Before we get into our topic, let us be familiar on the law first. We will hear from professional Lai Ying first. She is a lawyer and she will introduce some law according to the topic of LGBT.
LGBT have no rights. They it's only have discrimination. So actually, different prime minister previously have a different stand and opinion on LGBT. So I can roughly share a bit lah. For our previous prime minister Mahathir, so our Mahathir Mohamad, he doesn't has a good approach on this LGBT, and he can say that it can say that he oppose LGBT in Malaysia. He do state that like it is not allowed, and even same-sex marriage is not allowed, will not be allowed in Malaysia because we are a Muslim country.
Yeah, I do have people who bully me. Like when I first explain myself on social media that I do have a lesbian as a girlfriend. All of them like quite shocking, and they start to commenting like, how is it possible? And then like teachers and my classmates around, they are all like pointing at me like, hey, this girl is like lesbian and you all should like keep a distance, or they were behind your back saying you nasty words. So it's kind of like, you know, you like tends to not really keep a lookout, but you will tend to worry a lot, and then people start to pinpoint at you a lot of things. And then like as one of the days, like when I did went to a washroom, there were some people that they will use water to like splash on me, or either like when even secretly paste something behind my back, and then they will say like I'm lesbian.
So when the first time this happened to me is when I finished my PE, my physical education class, and then I need to change my sports shirt to school uniform, but it's too crowded in the toilet where we usually go. So I go alone to the other toilet. There's a small group of boys from the other class come to me and then push me and then call me aqua, if you know that. Like that, things like that. Okay, it's just insulting. So like if they are just verbally insulting me, then for me it's like totally nothing. But then if you make my uniform 30, then I have to bear with the 30 on my uniform whole day long. Wow, I cannot tahan. I really cannot tolerate this thing. So like immediately I fight back. Okay, like I'm super duper crazy, so I fight back with the group of boys. I don't care how tall they are, how strong they are. I just fight back. I don't care.
This is just actually their bullying would also be like other kind of bullying in general, right? Is they're more at risk at getting PTSD depending on what kind of treatment they have. If they felt like their life is being threatened, or you know, they have a higher risk, and especially when they don't have enough support. On top of that, you know, you want to talk about if people kind of like look down on you for a really long time, telling you all those words, like using words like faggots and all, you can imagine that they find it hard to trust any other people. They find it hard to open up to people. And why would that be important? Just imagine that you have trust issues with any people. You just become very isolated, you become very lonely, you felt like you're against this world. That makes you feel super depressed, technically, and that also poses a risk for depression. For stigma. And this stigma, right, is sometimes it's not just like that they can tell themselves that it's not my fault, because if they keep hearing this again and again, they can internalize this stigma. It can affect the way they see themselves. then again, a lot of like anxiety or depression, or even some other things, some other conditions, PTSD could also happen.
Here's the thing. If you look at the grand scale of stuff, the government and the politicians have control over a lot of stuff. Sajat shouldn't be an issue. She's a trans woman, she's successful, she's not challenging anything in this society, but yet the government and the authorities, the police, and Jakim and Jais choose to dig it out. But I do see, I can see hope. I mean, people are starting to realize what they are seeing with, the social media movement coming. People are getting more educated about what fake news and finding out truth is. So
because of internet, because of Facebook, now people get more information for other countries. People get to know that they are not alone. People get to know that they are not mentally ill. So people can connect with different people around the world. People start to know their rights. People start to appreciate who they are. So within the community, actually the resilience is growing stronger. And also because like you guys, you all start to see, start to think, you know that somehow it's not right to bully or harass those LGBT. So the awareness about human rights, the awareness about how to take care of this group of people, and the awareness about LGBT people are normal people are growing.
Good tip for being an ally is to really care and ask questions and be respectful. So, if someone is transgender, use their preferred pronouns. If someone is non-binary, don't challenge them. Just say, okay, I'm glad you told me you're non-binary. I'll use they, them as a pronouns moving forward. Don't be like, what is non-binary? Does that even exist? So are you a guy or a girl? That kind of thing. No, don't ask that kind of question. And, if someone comes out to you as, say they are gay, just accept it and be like, wow, I'm glad you told me about this.
I would say like, don't be scared, and being LGBT is nothing wrong also, and just be yourself. Like, you are not alone, because in the world there's so many LGBT, so it's nothing in the world that you are being wrong, being like a lesbian or gay. So like, just being yourself and like don't care about other people.